So the other day, one of my clients asked me about teaching the out command and to kind of see that in action. So I don't have a dog with me at the moment that doesn't really know the command. So I decided to try it with Lexi, who understands it. But as you'll see here, every dog can use the benefit of a little bit of practice. I start teaching out in sort of a two-phased process. One is at the food bowl and having them actually hear that command and step away from their bowl. What you'll find when you're doing this is the dogs will be completely caught off guard with it the first few times, and you may have to guide them away from the bowl. So I leash them up when I'm starting to do this. You may also find that some of the dogs will be very reluctant to go back to the bowl once you give them the release command, especially if you've interrupted them a few times. So you'll see this in the work with Lexi here in just a minute. Don't worry about the reluctancy for them to go back into the bowl. They will figure it out. There's no dog that's not going to eat if this is the way their food is offered to them. I'll also caution you that if you are working with a dog who is resource guarding, that this process, though similar, is a little bit different, and some safety protocols need to be put in place. I will not be discussing that in the context of a resource guarding dog here. This is just the beginning phase of teaching a dog the command out.
We can get the princess, hi Millie, to practice out. Millie, go away. Go on. No. Food bowl goes down. Lexi's holding for permission. Okay. Out. Good. Sit. Good girl. Nope. Nope. Okay. Out. Good. Had to give a little bit of leash pressure there. She's she is a divalicious, loves her food. Okay. Out. Very good. Good girl. Okay. Out. Awesome. Very good girl. Good girl. No, sit. Okay. Okay. Out. Awesome. Good girl. Okay. All yours. Good girl. You can have it. Good. Good girl, Millie.
So Lexi did pretty well on that. You can get an idea of basically what has to happen in guiding them away and making sure that they can prove that they are not hovering over that bowl or really hyper vigilant to get back into it. We want them to step away, and if it's not presented to them again, that they don't really take issue with that. So phase 2 of moving into teaching the out command is around toys and bones and other things that might be of interest and enjoyment to your dog. So I allow them to get interested in a bone, for example, something that they're chewing on, and then I walk over with a very high value treat or food item like think chicken or hot dogs or something. So you walk up to the dog, you present the food item that you have in your hand. He's going to look and go, how do I get that? And usually whatever they're chewing on, they stop. They drop it out of their mouth. And as soon as they do that, you want to name that motion of the mouth removing from that object out and offer them the reward that you have. And you want to repeat that many, many times. Think dozens of times over the next several days. Remember, it takes a dog an average of about 30 times to learn something and probably about 100 times to really master and generalize what we're up to. So that doesn't mean do it that many times in a single setting, but really work to proof it over a period of days. So again, dog has something that they're enjoying. You walk up with something presumably better. Their mouth leaves that object. You call that out, and you offer them the valuable reward. Practice, 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 practice. The idea is that in time, you should just be able to say out, and they withdraw their mouth from the object that they have in their mouth. So even if you didn't have a treat in the future or something of value to them, they have the anticipation and the expectation of some reward coming. So we don't want to not reward them very often. If we're practicing, we want them to have that anticipation and to be rewarded. But when the stakes are super high, they will respond whether you have something or not. Just don't not reward them very often. Does that make sense? So those are two phases that I work on for teaching out. Remember, this is not for a resource guarder, but for just general knowledge and teaching to the average dog. So if you have questions about more complicated cases, don't hesitate to give us a call for some help. Thanks.